Let's have a look at this Vivid. So we're going to try and change volume spacers. I just got it. I've just put it on the Reign, and at 30% or closer to 31% on this, 65mm stroke. Bouncing around on the street, full open on the compression, full open on the high speed compression. So low and high speed compression, rebound to taste, back and forth a little bit, and hydraulic bottom out all the way open. And it's still quite stiff, feels fairly progressive. Didn't find the bottom, probably 4 or 5mm off the bottom on hard landing, so definitely feels really hard and stiff and just a little bit too choppy. So initial impressions, compressions might be a little bit stiff, probably a little bit stiff, but maybe able to work around it. It comes standard with one volume spacer. So I'm going to try and pull that volume spacer out now, and we'll see where we're at with no volume spacer. I think it's going to make it a little bit better. So it's got quite a good progressive ramp at the moment. Yeah, so let's get started. Hard to find information on how to do this. There's one guy online, Otter MTB or Otter something. I can't remember what it was, but shout out to that guy because he's got the information up first and foremost, which is good. So pressure out for starters. Now this equalizer, I like this as well. Equalizer's at 30%. Which means quite a good, like, it should perform quite well. Let's see. Pressure out, double check, past the equalization point, which is 30%. He says 40% on his video, but it's 30, it's bang on 30%. So that's all the air out. And he reckons you got a strap wrench and kind of pull the can this way in order to expose a little clip in here, and then you take the clip off, slide the can off that way. So let's see. So there we go. There we go. Oh no, what was that all about? Oh dear. Not sure what I just did there. Oh yeah, it seems like, oh yeah, that's, so that winds up and unwinds. So why am I unwinding that? That's not cool. I don't think I'm supposed to be unwinding. I think I'm just supposed to be pulling. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, it's quite difficult. Definitely don't want to unwind. Just to pull. And I don't think the strap wrench is a good idea because it started unwinding stuff. And I don't want to unwind stuff. I don't know actually. I just want to expose this clip. So I can see the clip now. Pull that sucker out. Get the pick. So you can see that little clip there maybe. Little black clip. So there's a, they say get a little screwdriver, little flathead screwdriver. So either or. Be very careful if you're using a sharp pick or anything sharp around metal. Be careful. Clip off. Now, it should be a matter of, we'll put it in the vise and we'll slide it that way. Soft jaws, so I've just got to pick some aluminium pieces as to not do damage in the vise. Good purchase. And slide. Oh yeah. And we're home, baby. So that's right, one volume spacer installed of a possible 4, I believe. Pop that sucker off. Yep, so on this here, it actually tells you. So we can have a look right here. This is a bit tricky. Hang on, let me take this out of the... So positive tokens 0 to 4 install here. To disassemble, loosen clamp, shaft, eyelet and turn the air can. Yeah, so I definitely didn't want to turn the air can. So rectify that when everything goes back together. But yeah, we've taken the token out. Let's back to it. Make sure everything's clean. Obviously, it's well oiled, which is nice. Now, I don't remember where the orientation of that was now. It was sitting on the bike, it was on the left-hand side. So if that's, so it goes on that side. May not be super important, but it also may be, so yeah. About there it was, rebound facing me, that's good. So that's on, clip back on. So I guess, one thing to say is, if you ever had the old Vivid Air, it was horrible process changing tokens on that thing. I had it on my downhill bike in 2010 and it was killer. That was a really good shot back then. So very happy with it back then and very happy now. Well, I'm happy with how it looks anyway and the theory of how it works, so we'll see how it actually works. So it clips in, now we slide this air can back down. That should be good. Now what I'm going to do is clamp that eyelet again and put tension back on the body. Just to make sure that nothing's loose there, because yeah, you definitely don't want to loosen it. I think he was wrong with the strap wrench advice for pulling this off. Yeah, it's a bit of a bum steer. So let's just make it sure everything's, it wasn't super tight, like it came loose fairly easy, so let's what's going on here? What am I doing? Okay. Ah, well, it's just spinning, so the air can itself's just spinning around. So I wonder what that, yeah, I wonder what was going on there. Maybe it was just breaking that seal of the air can. Maybe I'm not, yeah, there's nothing to worry about there, nothing to see here. We're going to find out, aren't we? We are certainly going to find out. So I'm happy with that. That's out, that's back together. Put the rebound dial, I like this little detachable 3mm rebound dial. So you can pull it off, change the high speed compression, change your hydraulic bottom out without having a tool on you, which is cool. I just actually installed a 1-up, just a light 1-up tool in the steerer. So I've got tools on the bike now, which is nice. Let's get back into it and take it for a spin, see how it feels.